जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारी। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन जमुना तीरवन चारी। नंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन जमुना तीरवन चारी। यशो ब्रज जनरंजन जमुना तीरवन चारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारी। कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवर। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। राधे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। क्या चाहिए? नहीं, लाइट नहीं, जरूर नहीं है, पावर नहीं है, बैटरी। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे राधा कुंड की हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे नित्यानंद 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 राम जय नित्यानंद राम नित्यानंद राम जय नित्यानंद राम नित्यानंद 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 राम नित्यानंद नित्यानंद राम जय एक चक्राधाम नित्यानंद राम जय एक चक्राधाम नित्यानंद राम जय एक चक्राधाम निताय 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 गौरांग 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 निताय गौरांग गौर हरि निताय गौरांग निताय गौरांग गौर हरि निताय गौरांग गौर हरि निताय गौरांग गौर हरि निताय 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 गौरांग निताय 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 गौरांग निताय गौरांग गौर हरि नित्यानंद प्राणधन गौर हरि, नित्यानंद प्राणधन गौर हरि। जय दयाल निताय, जय दयाल निताय, दयाल निताय, जय दयाल निताय। जय गौर निताय, गौर निताय, गौर निताय, जय गौर निताय। जय राधे श्याम, राधे श्याम, राधे श्याम, जय राधे श्याम। राधे श्याम श्याम श्याम, राधे श्याम श्याम श्याम, राधे श्याम श्याम श्याम, राधे श्याम श्याम श्याम। राधे श्याम श्याम श्याम, राधे श्याम श्याम श्याम, राधे श्याम श्याम श्याम, राधे श्याम श्याम श्याम। राधे श्याम श्याम श्याम, राधे श्याम श्याम श्याम, राधे श्याम श्याम श्याम, राधे श्याम श्याम श्याम। जय श्याम सुंदर, जय श्याम सुंदर, श्याम सुंदर, जय श्याम सुंदर। जय राधा दामोदर, राधा करु राधे। जय राधा कुंज बिहारी, राधा कुंज बिहारी राधे। जय राधा कुंज बिहारी, राधा कुंज बिहारी राधे। हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल। जय वृंदा देवी, जय वृंदा देवी, वृंदा देवी, जय वृंदा देवी। जय तुलसी देवी, जय तुलसी देवी, तुलसी देवी, जय तुलसी देवी। जय अष्ट सखी गण, जय अष्ट सखी गण, अष्ट सखी गण, जय अष्ट सखी गण। जय गौर भक्त वृंद, जय गौर भक्त वृंद, गौर भक्त वृंद, जय गौर भक्त वृंद। जय गुरु परंपरा, जय गुरु परंपरा, गुरु परंपरा, जय गुरु परंपरा। जय षड गोस्वामी, जय षड गोस्वामी, षड गोस्वामी, जय षड गोस्वामी। जय भक्ति विनोद, जय भक्ति विनोद, भक्ति विनोद, जय भक्ति विनोद। जय भक्ति सिद्धांत श्रीला प्रभुपाद, भक्ति सिद्धांत श्रीला प्रभुपाद। जय गौर किशोर, जय गौर किशोर, गौर किशोर जय गौर किशोर, जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद, प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद। गुरुदेव 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 जय, गुरुदेव 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 गुरुदेव। हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल। श्री नामाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर की, श्री हरिनाम चिंतामणि की जय, श्री गौरांग महाप्रभु की जय, श्रील सच्चिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय, निताय गौर। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। वर्जिले से सब संग साधु निंदा नये, यहाँ के जे निंदा बोले शी वर्ज्य होए। Yesterday we saw how there are three kinds of wrong association: Mayavadis, Dharmadvajis and atheists. Those who consider Krishna's form as Maya, and those who are pretenders, and those who are atheists. There are three kinds of non-devotees, abhaktas. We have to avoid their association if we want to protect ourselves from Vaishnava aparadh. वैष्णव अपराध से बचने के लिए तीन मायावादियों का और नास्तिकों का और धर्मध्वजियों का संग से दूर रहना चाहिए। जो कहेगा, जो ये तीन संगों से दूर रहेगा वो वैष्णव अपराध से बच जाएगा, और जो कहेगा कि इनसे दूर मत रहो उसका भी संग त्याग देना चाहिए। One who says that you can associate with them, that those association also we should give up. এই সব সঙ্গ ছাড়ি অনন্য শরণ, কৃষ্ণ নাম করি গায়, কৃষ্ণ প্রেম ধন। Giving up all this association, that devotee who takes exclusive shelter of the holy name of Krishna, that devotee, Krishna Nam Kari, by chanting the name of Krishna, that devotee will attain the treasure of Krishna Prem. कृष्ण प्रेम का धन प्राप्त करेगा वो भक्त जो ये तीन संगों को त्याग के कृष्ण नाम करेगा। साधु सेवाहीन अर्च लौकिक श्रद्धाए, प्राकृत वैष्णव है वैष्णवीर प्राण। Now Haridas Thakur describing the three kinds of Vaishnavas. The first is the Prakrit Vaishnava or the Kanishta Adhikari. The Kanishta Adhikari does not do sadhu seva. He does not have faith in the devotees of Krishna. He has faith, he has laukik shraddha, means some kind of superficial faith, and Prakrit Vaishnav hai, Vaishnavera Pray. He is known as Prakrit Vaishnav or just like a Vaishnav. Vaishnav abhasi nohe to Vaishnav kemone paibe sadhu sange vaibho. He has faith in the deities. He comes to the temple, he sees the deities, but he does not have that much of faith in sadhu sangha. That sadhu sangha is the root cause of our advancement. Hearing from the sadhus, associating from the sadhus. So how can he get that sadhu sangha association? Because he is Vaishnava Abhas. Ki rupe paibe ataiva kanishta madhya te taro ganani taro kripa karibe na Vaishnava apani. So those who are Kanishta Adhikari Vaishnavas, they are known as the first level of Vaishnavas, the pure devotees. They go to those Vaishnavas and try to lift them, try to raise them up by giving the association and mercy to the Kanishta Adhikari Vaishnava. Krishna Prem, Krishna Bhakta Maitri Acharon Balishete Krupa Ar Dveshi Upekhon. Then there comes the second level of devotee known as the Madhyam Adhikari. The Madhyam Adhikari understands four kinds of people. The first is the Madhyam Adhikari understands Krishna and Krishna Prem. Second, the Madhyam Adhikari understands Krishna's devotees. The third, the Madhyam Adhikari understands the innocent people. They give them that mercy. And the fourth, they understand those who are envious of Krishna. The Madhyam Adhikaris, they neglect them. They maintain a distance from the atheistic people who don't know about Krishna, who are against Krishna. So Madhyam Adhikari goes into four parts. मध्यम अधिकारी वैष्णव है, वो चार रूप से भक्तों को देखता है. पहला कृष्ण को देखता है, कृष्ण के भक्तों को देखता है. दूसरे नादान भक्तों को, लोगों को देखता है. और तीसरे है द्वेषी को देखता है. चारों के द्वारा अलग अलग आदान प्रदान करता है. कृष्ण प्रेम, कृष्ण की सेवा करता है, कृष्ण भक्तों से मैत्री करता है, और जो नादान है उनको कृपा देता है, और द्वेषी लोगों की उपेक्षा करता है. This is how you have to cultivate association. Seeing these four categories of people in this world. Karilo madhyam bhakto shuddha bhakta hano Krishna name adhikar kare no arjuna. Gradually the madhyam bhakta starts going to the level of the uttam bhakta. The Madhyam Bhakta is always chanting the name of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. Gauranga, 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 Gauranga. Madhyam Adhikari always has divine realizations because he is always chanting and he tries to become an Uttam Bhakta. Sarvatra jar hoye Krishna darshan, Krishna sakalera sthiti, Krishna pranadhan. That Vaishnava who sees Krishna everywhere, he is the Uttam Vaishnava. जिसको कृष्ण भगवान, राधा और कृष्ण सब जगह में दिखाई देते हैं, वो उत्तम वैष्णव. स्थावर जंगम ना देखे तार मूल, सर्वत्र होए निज इष्ट देव स्फूर्त। उसको राधा कुंड में बैठ के ये सीमेंट और दीवाल और पंखा और ये सब नहीं दिखता। भगवान के शुद्ध भक्त को कुंज की लताएं दिखती हैं, क्योंकि ये सब कुंज है। चिन्मय धाम दर्शन आता है। That Krishna's pure devotee can see the kunjas. He does not see the form, the material elements, external material elements of this material creation. Everywhere he sees his Ishtadev performing his pastimes. ये उत्तम भक्त है। वैष्णवा वैष्णव भेद नहीं थाके तार, वैष्णव उत्तम तिनी कृष्ण नाम सार। The problem is an Uttam Bhakta cannot preach, because an Uttam Bhakta is seeing Krishna everywhere. Even to the atheist he will offer pranam. Even to the dogs he will offer pranam. Even to animals, trees, everything he will consider part of Krishna. Sunichaiva svapakich pandita samadarshinaha brahmane garihastini. Now he will see everything as Krishna. He will offer dandvat to everybody. So he cannot preach, because he is seeing every soul as superior to him. He is seeing Krishna everywhere, in everybody's heart. So how can he preach or tell others? That is known as Uttam Vaishnava. It's very, very high. And the nature of the Uttam Vaishnava is, he is so absorbed in the name that by looking at him, others start chanting the name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Nityananda Gauranga. अतैव मध्यम वैष्णव महाशय साधु सेवारत सदा थाके न निश्चय. Therefore it is the मध्यम वैष्णव who is serving the sadhus. जो मध्यम वैष्णव है वो साधु सेवा करता है. उत्तम वैष्णव तो पूरे संसार को कृष्ण में देखता है. सारे संसार को उसकी सेवा करनी चाहिए, उत्तम वैष्णव की. जो मध्यम वैष्णव है वो साधु सेवा करता है. तो ये बहुत ही सुंदर वर्णन है. ये नाम के बल पे कोई कनिष्ठ, मध्यम और उत्तम की गणना है. जारो जतो नामे रुचि तार ततो वैष्णव. जितना नाम में रुचि है, कभी कभी नाम लेता है उसको कनिष्ठ बोलते हैं, निरंतर नाम लेता है उसको मध्यम बोलते हैं, और जिसके देखने से दूसरे लोग नाम लेते हैं उसको उत्तम बोलते हैं. So everything is because of the holy name of Krishna. Even the demarcation of Vaishnavas is because of their attachment to the name. Bhakti Vinod Thakur is writing a commentary here. Madhyam Vaishnav haitei Shuddha Vaishnavera Ganana Tini Vaishnava Vaishnav Vicharer Adhikari Kenona Shuddha Vaishnav Sevaitar Prayojan. A Madhyam Vaishnav should discriminate. Of course, not verbally, but in his mind. A Madhyam Vaishnav should understand who is Uttam, who is Madhyam, who is Kanisht, who is innocent, who is Nastik, who is Vaishnav, and who is God. Because then he can choose his association. In a Madhyam Vaishnav knows the Madhyam Vaishnav has to serve the Uttam Vaishnav to progress further in the stage of bhakti. So Madhyam Vaishnav has to understand who is Uttama and who is a Kanisht. If the Madhyam Vaishnava does not know that, how will we associate him properly? कैसे संग करेगा? So it is important. Adhikari, he is the adhikari to discriminate. Not in the sense of discrimination, but just to understand. Vaishnava, Vaishnav vichar parityag korile hi madhyam Vaishnav, Vaishnav aparad hai. Now this is very, very tricky, very important thing to understand. That if the Madhyam Vaishnav does not understand the difference between a Uttam and Madhyam and Kanishta, then he will make Vaishnav aparad. If he gives respect to Kanishta Adhikari like an Uttam Adhikari, and he gives respect to Uttam Adhikari like a Kanishta Adhikari, then he will make a Vaishnava aparad. So it is very important for a Madhyam Adhikari to know. But the Jeev, a conditioned soul, you cannot call him Nitya Siddha, it will be aparad. And you cannot call a Nitya Siddha as Baddha, that will also be aparad. So Madhyam Vaishnava has to understand. Tini yatnero sahito anveshana koriya Shuddha Vaishnavero seva koriben. He should carefully try to search, anveshana, that pure Vaishnava, Uttam Vaishnava. मध्यम वैष्णव को ढूंढना चाहिए, बहुत ध्यान से ढूंढना चाहिए, वो उत्तम वैष्णव कहाँ है. ढूंढते ढूंढते उसको संग प्राप्त करना चाहिए. क्योंकि उत्तम वैष्णव का संग नहीं मिलेगा तो मध्यम वैष्णव भी आगे नहीं बढ़ सकता. सो उत्तम वैष्णवेर जखन वैष्णवा वैष्णव भेद নাই তখন তিনি কি রূপ বৈষ্ণবের সেবা করিবেন. And Uttam Vaishnav never even knows who is Vaishnav, who is not a Vaishnav. Uttam Vaishnava thinks everybody is part of Krishna. So how can a Uttam Vaishnav serve the Vaishnavas? He doesn't even know who is a Vaishnava, who is not a Vaishnava. उत्तम वैष्णव को तो पता भी नहीं है कौन वैष्णव है कौन वैष्णव नहीं है, तो सेवा कैसे करेगा वैष्णव? वैष्णव की सेवा केवल मध्यम वैष्णव कर सकता है. उत्तम वैष्णवेर शत्रु मित्र भेद नहीं सुतरांग वैष्णवा वैष्णव भेद की रूपे थाके. There are no enemies and there are no friends for an Uttam Vaishnav. Like Jad Bharat. In the Bhagavatam you see Jad Bharat. He is Uttam Vaishnav. The dacoits who are going to kill him, he is ready. They are feeding him to be cut. He is ready. He is eating what they are feeding. He has no discrimination. Who is Uttam, who is friend, who is enemy, he doesn't care. He is always absorbed in Krishna. People may call foolish, but they don't understand that one is situated on the transcendental platform. So, how will the Uttam Vaishnava discriminate between Vaishnavas? And it's not possible. प्राकृत वैष्णव जयी वैष्णवेर प्राय नामाभास अधिकारी सर्व शास्त्र गाय. Those who are Prakrut Vaishnava, Kanishta Adhikari, first stage, they will chant the name of Krishna in Namabhas. Namabhas means they will have a glimpse of the name. It's like the sun and the cloud of our anarthas and the fog of our ignorance, Agyan, is covering the sun of Krishna Nam. So very little light is percolating from the clouds and that is reaching the chanter. That is the stage of Namabhas. The full light of Krishna Nam is not coming to the chanter. So it is Nam Abhas. Abhas means a glimpse, a tiny, faint particle, rays, faint rays of the Nam are coming. So a Kanishta Vaishnav can only chant in Namabhas because Kanishta Vaishnav can get only the faint rays of the Nam, not the full Nam. मध्यम वैष्णव मात्र नाम है अधिकारी, नाम भजने अपराधे विचारी. There are four kinds of Shraddha, Agyat Namabhas which we saw, and then there is Shraddha Namabhas, there is Pratibimb Namabhas. All this we have heard before. Now the Madhyam Vaishnav who is chanting constantly, that Madhyam Vaishnav, because he can discriminate, that is why he understands what is Nama Aparad and tries to avoid the 10 offenses in the holy name of Krishna. वो जो मध्यम वैष्णव है वो 10 नामाभास 10 नामापराध से बचने की कोशिश करता. कनिष्ठ वैष्णव डज नॉट इवन थिंक अबाउट इट. सर्वत्र देखे न तिनी कृष्णेर वैभव, निज निज अधिकार करिया विचार. उत्तम वैष्णव अपराध असंभव, सर्वत्र देखे न तिनी कृष्णेर वैभव. And Uttam Vaishnav cannot commit any aparadh, any offense, because an Uttam Vaishnav is seeing Krishna everywhere. कृष्ण को सब स्थान में दर्शन करता, वो किसका अपराध करे. निज निज अधिकार करिया विचार, साधु निंदा अपराध करी परिहार. Considering our own qualification on which level we are, Kanishta, Madhyam or Uttam, we should give up sadhu ninda. Yesterday we saw in the Katha how Haridas Thakur is telling we have to give up gossiping about others. Par alochana. Even if they are non-devotees, we should not discuss their faults. Because by thinking about others' faults, they come into our own character. And we also get those faults. Ajamil thought about that lusty woman and that Shudrani he saw in the forest. He was always thinking about that Shudra and Shudrani, and he became lusty. So thinking, we should never think about the faults of others. If somebody has a fall down in bhakti, we should just offer him pranam from far. किसी का भक्ति में पतन हो गया तो भी उसका दोष नहीं देखना चाहिए. Because there are 4 kinds of faults we saw yesterday. One fault is jati dosh. The second is the technical names are jati dosh, kadachit dosh, nashtapraya dosh, and purva dosh. There are 4 kinds of faults. Because of getting birth in a low family, we should never criticize. Purva dosh, some sins we may have committed before coming to bhakti. We should never criticize that about a Vaishnav. Oh, see, वो तो ऐसे परिवार से आया है, उसने ऐसा पाप किया था पहले, अभी वो वैष्णव बना. नहीं, we should never think about that. Purva dosh. Kadachit dosh means because of having a sinful propensity in the previous life, before coming to bhakti, there is some tinge of sinful propensity even after coming to bhakti. Sometimes, like if a pot of liquor, you clean the liquor pot, you wash the pot 100 times, still the scent of the liquor will be there in the pot. Similarly, the propensity to sin may not go away in the devotee's life. You close the fan, but still it takes some time to stop. So when a devotee starts chanting the name of Krishna, becomes a Vaishnava, then if the devotee is committing some sin, we should not criticize him. Because that is kadachit pap. Kadachit pap happens sometimes, occasionally. Should not criticize. And then Nashtapraya Pap, almost finished. It's like, a dead man, when he's about to die, the body is shaking and then he dies. Before dying, there is lot of movement sometimes. Similarly, the sins which are almost getting finished, but sometimes we see that in the character of the devotees. So then again we should not criticize. These are the 4 faults we should never see in the Vaishnava. If they are chanting the name of Krishna, we should not hear any non-Krishna conscious talk about any person actually. Hearing about Vaishnavas is 100 times more dangerous than hearing about karmis. When we hear about non-devotees, okay. But if you hear about devotees, 100 times more. According to Chaitanya Bhagavat. So we have to give up this. According to our qualification, we have to give up sadhu ninda. If you give up sadhu ninda, then nobody can stop your progress in chanting the name of Krishna. Nothing can stop. अगर साधु निंदा को छोड़ दिया तो हरि नाम में, गौर नाम में हमको यश मिलके ही रहेगा, हमको प्रेम मिलेगा. साधु संग साधु सेवा नाम संकीर्तन सर्व जीवे दयाई भक्तो आचरण. These are the 4 formulas of Kali Yuga. Sadhu Sangha, Sadhu Seva, Nama Sankirtan and mercy on other living entities. Jive Daya. These 4 principles are the basic foundation of bhakti. If you do these 4 things, then one can attain taste for Krishna Naam. Sadhu Sangha, Sadhu Seva, Nama Sankirtan and Jive Daya, mercy. Pramade jodi ghate sadhu vigarhan tabe anutape dhori she sadhur charan. And suppose unknowingly or knowingly you end up committing some offense against some Vaishnava who is spreading the holy name, who is chanting the holy name, so he is dear to the Naam of Krishna, then the only way is you go to that sadhu and catch his feet, hold his lotus feet. Anuttape kudhari se sadhur charan. Because when we commit sadhu ninda, then the dust of his feet, it destroys us. According to Bhagavatam, in the case of Sati and Shiva, Shukdev Goswami described that Sirsham Mahapurushate Pad Pamsubhir Nirasta Teja Sutadev Shobhanam. When Daksha offended Shiva, then the dust of the lotus feet of Shiva destroyed Daksha already. Even Shiva did not curse Daksha, but the dust on his lotus feet, it destroyed Shiva. So if you want to beg forgiveness from a sadhu, you have to hold his lotus feet. Vaishnava charana dhori paro anuttap Divaratra naam loye Krishnero anurag. Hold the lotus feet of the Vaishnava and genuinely with repentance, anuttap, beg forgiveness from that Vaishnava. That please, your ill feelings in your heart, please let it go so that I can also become dear to Naam, Bhagwan, Krishna Naam. कांदिया बोली बे प्रभु क्षमी अपराध সেই दुष्ट निंदुक करे वैष्णव प्रसाद. O Vaishnava, O great devotee, we should cry and say, please forgive my aparadh. Please forgive my offense, the pain I gave you. So that I am a dushta ninduk, I am a critical person. Please rectify my mentality by your mercy. Vaishnava Prasad. साधु बड़ो दयामय तबे आर्द्र मने शमीबे नो अपराध कृपा आलिंगने. And how will you know that the sadhu has forgiven you? When the sadhu will embrace you. Merciful. The sadhu is very merciful. Kripa alingan. Like in Jagai Madhai's Leela we see, when Madhai hit Nityananda Prabhu, the blood was flowing, his transcendental blood. Nityananda said, Gaurahari, forgive Madhai. Gaurahari said, I will not forgive unless you embrace him. Oh Nityananda, you embrace Madhai. If you embrace Madhai, then you have forgiven him. Kripa alingana. Merciful embrace. Then forgive all the sins. And the sadhu is always very merciful, very soft heart, daya draman. The sadhu never wants any revenge. In fact, it is said that the sadhu will forgive even before the offense is committed. So merciful. Srivas Thakur was like that. When Devanand Pandit threw him out, Srivas Thakur forgive. He said, no, maybe I am not qualified to hear Bhagavatam. Srivas Thakur is saying like that. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. So, he forgave Srivas Thakur. Srivas Thakur forgave Devanand Pandit. So, very merciful. Ei mato prathome aparadher vichar Shri Charane Nivedinu Agya Anusar. Haridas Thakur says, my dear Gaur Sundar, I am concluding this chapter of Sadhu Ninda. This is the first aparadh in the holy name of Krishna. I have whatever I know about this aparadh, I have told in front of you for your happiness. My dear Lord, Haridas Pada Padme Brahmaro Jaijon Harinama Chintamani Tahara Jivan. One who is a honeybee wandering around the lotus feet of Haridas Thakur, such a devotee considers Harinam Chintamani as the life and soul. He holds Harinam Chintamani to his heart as the life and soul. This small book, it has only 15 chapters, but one who is attached to the holy name, one who is attached to the lotus feet of Haridas Thakur, will hold this Harinam Chintamani as a Jivana Prana Dhana, life and soul. Because when we chant the name of Krishna, every day our main activity is to chant the name of Krishna. So we have to understand the science of chanting. If we don't know the science of chanting, then how can we chant the name of Krishna? It is very, very important to study Harinam Chintamani with a magnifying lens. Very minutely, one should understand Harinam Chintamani. One should try to study each and every of the 10 offenses, how one can avoid the 10 offenses. Like after reading this first chapter, all the propensity to criticize others, it leaves our heart. Even I am feeling purified. After studying this chapter for so many days, earlier we discussed about Namabhas. Now we discussed about Sadhu Ninda. We discussed the qualities of the sadhu and what is sadhu ninda, how to avoid it, and what to do if one has done it. So in that way this chapter is concluding. Shri Iti Shri Harinam Chintamano Sadhu Ninda Aparad Vicharo Nama Chaturtha Paricheda Sampurnam Viram. Now we come to the 5th chapter of Harinam Chintamani, Devantare Swatantra Namaprad Shivasya Shri Vishnoriha Guna Namadi Sakalam Dhiya Bhinnam Pashyau Khalu Harina Hitkara Jaya Gadadhar Pran Janva Jivan Jaya Sita Natho Jaya Gaur Bhaktagan. It's a beautiful verse. He is getting the Shakti and Shaktiman. Gadadhar Prananath, Janva Jivan and Sita Nath means all the Shaktis of all the three are coming. Gadadhar is the Shakti of Mahaprabhu, Janva Mata is the Shakti of Nityanand Prabhu, Sita is the Shakti of Advaita Acharya. So all the three Shaktis are mentioned. If you take the name of the Shakti, then the Shaktiman is very happy. So you always say Radhe Krishna or Hare Krishna or Shri Krishna. Shri means Radhika or Gaur Gadadhar, Janva Nitai. Or Sita Advait. Sita Advait. Always take the name of the Shakti with the Shaktiman. Then the Shakti very happy. Haridas bole tobe kori jod hath Dvitiya aparad ebe shuno Jagannath. Gopal Chapalero e pranalite Vaishnav aparad shay hoyachi Praman Mala Dekunda. I forgot this commentary. Gopal Chapal, who criticized Srivas Thakur, who put that pots in front of Srivas' house, he was forgiven by the same method we read before. O Haridas is saying, O Jagannath, O Gauranga, now I am reciting the second Namaprad in the holy name of Krishna. Please, with folded hands, I am only speaking what you are making me to speak. You are my inspiration. I am your, what they call that, puppet. Whatever you are making me speak, I am speaking. I have that ventriloquist, what they call that? Ventriloquism. He makes that person talk. Ultimately, he is only talking, but that person is talking. So Haridas is feeling like that. Oh Mahaprabhu, you are asking me a question and you are only answering through me. You are only speaking. I am only a puppet in your hands. I am just repeating. Paramo Advaya Gyan Vishnu Paratattva Chit Swarup Jagat Dish Sada Shuddha Sattva Goloka Vihari Krishna se Tattver Sar Chatushti Gune Alankrita Rasadhar. Paramo Advaya, the non-different absolute truth, is the transcendental truth which is known as Vishnu Tattva. Vishnu Tattva is the transcendental truth, the Paratattva. Chit Swarup, everything is transcendental in Vaikuntha. And the highest, Shuddha Sattva, Jagadish, the highest is Golok Vihari Krishna. In Vaikuntha, Golok is the highest. And Golok Vihari Krishna is the essence of the Vishnu Tattva. Because Krishna has 64 divine qualities. Chatushashti gune alankrita rasadhar. He is the flowing streams of pure nectar coming from the 64 qualities of Krishna. Shashti gune narayana swarupe prakash. Shei Shashti guna Vishnu samanya vilas. And the Narayan in Vaikuntha has 60 qualities. It is the Swarupa, Vistar, Swansh, Vaibhav Vilas of Krishna. Narayana has 60 qualities and it is Samanya Vilas, normal expansion of Krishna. Purusha avatare ar Swansha avatare Shei Shashti guna spashta karya anusare. Then in the material world there are 3 Purusha avatars. Mahavishnu, who is sitting on the border of the material and the spiritual creations, who is the resting place of all the Tatastha souls. And then in every universe is Garbhodakshai Vishnu, who is filling the universe, half universe with his sweat, and from his navel the 14 planetary systems are coming. And then there is a third Vishnu known as Shirodakshai Vishnu, who is near the Sumeru mountain in the Milk Ocean, who is expanding himself as the super soul in everyone's heart. These are the 3 Purusha avatars of Krishna in the material world. In these 3 Purusha avatars, these 60 qualities of Narayan are reflected to some extent according to their particular functions. Karanodakshai Vishnu, Garbhodakshai Vishnu and Shirodakshai Vishnu. Karan Sagar is the ocean between the material and the spiritual worlds. Karan Sagar is gigantic, huge. Vaitarni. Garbhodak Sagar is the one which is filled in half the universe with Vishnu's sweat. Garbha. And Shirodaksha is the milk ocean in the Dhruvalok, the pole star. In the pole star there is a milk ocean and in which Shirodaksha Vishnu is residing.
The Karan Sagar is different from this thing, Viraja Nadi. Both are different.
Vaitarni or Viraja. Viraja is was a gopi. Krishna's gopi. And she descended in the form of water. Yeah. Yeah, they are different names of the same thing. No, that river is also known as Vaitarni, but even the Karanasagar is also known as Vaitarni. In the Bhagavatam, Prahlad Maharaj says, Naivo dvije paraduratyas Vaitarnayas Twadvirya Gayan Mahamrita Magna Chitta. Ganga has different names. When Ganga is in Swarga, it is known as Alaknanda. When Ganga is in the Prithvi, it is known as Bhagirathi. When Ganga goes down in the planets, it is known as Bhogavati or Vaitarni. There are many names. Ganga has different names when Ganga is in different planetary systems, purifying it is mentioned in the 5th canto of the Bhagavatam.
But is it the holy river, even the lower planets when it's flowing there?
Yeah, it is always holy. Ganga's pure nature is never changed. Shuddha Sattva Vishnuva Paravyuma Pati Narayan Golokpati Krishnera Vilas Vigraha. So Narayan, the Vaikuntapati Narayan, the 400 form is Krishna's Vilas Vigraha. It is expanded from Krishna. Paravyomastha Sankarshana Vishnura Karana Varite Mahavishnu Rupe Pratham Purushavatar Brahmanda Praveshi Mahavishnu She Garbhodakshai Tini Samashti Purush. Garbhodakshai Vishnu is known as the Samashti Purush. Samashti Purush means all the creation, all the universes within the Hiranya Garbha. The form of Hiranya Garbha is actually a form of Garbhodakshai Vishnu. Because Garbhodakshayi Vishnu forms half of the universe. Pratyek Jeevgata Purushai Shri Shirodakshayi Vishnu. And that Paramatma, that super soul who is sitting in our heart, he is Shirodakshayi Vishnu. That Vishnu is even hearing now the Katha. He is always there in our heart, very close to us. The soul and the super soul, very close. Shirodakshayi Vishnu. If one remembers that always that Vishnu is in my heart, then one will never take the wrong thought. Because Lord is watching everything. We have to be conscious of the Lord at every moment. Ei tinti Purusha-avatar Shirodakashayi Matsya Kurmadi Vivida Swansha Avtare Rohana Sakolei Shashti Gunashali Vishnu Tattva Shakti-avesh Avtar Guna Vibhinnansha Yata Parshuram Buddha or Prithu Maharaj. In different incarnations which come in this universe, like Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, they are all coming from Shirodakshayi Vishnu. So they are Swansha. They have the 60 qualities of Narayan to some extent. To a lot of extent, they manifest the 60 qualities. But those Shakti-avesh avatars which come like Parshuram, Prithu Maharaj and Buddha and Kalki avatar, and all these avatars are like souls, but they have been empowered. Some empowerment, they have got Shakti-avesh avatar. So they are not known as Swansha, they are known as Vibhinnansha. Vibhinnansha, they are different from Vishnu Tattva. They are Jiva Tattva. So they are called Vibhinnansha, the Shakti-avesh avatar. Vishnu Raje Vibhinnansha Duita Prakar Panchashata Gune Jive Bindu Bindutar. The Vibhinnansha of Krishna is of two kinds. Panchashat Gune Jive Bindu Bindutar. Panchashat ki number 15. So Bindu Bindutar Girishadi Deveshai Guna Panchashata Tatodhika Parimane Sarvada Sanyugda. 55. 55 qualities are manifest in Lord Shiva, Girisha. He is Vibhinnansha, he is not Swansha. Lord Mahadev is Vibhinnansha. He has 55 qualities of the 60 qualities of Narayan. Tatodhik Parimane Sarvada Sanyum. तत्वदित आर पंच गुण अंश माने प्रकाशित आचे तब विचित्र विधाने. ततोधिक परिमाण जीवेरो सत्ताए जे बिंदु बिंदु परिमाण आचे तदपेक्षा अधिक परिमाणे এই সকল গুণ আছে. So the soul, we are the souls, we can have these qualities in drops, tiny drops we can have these qualities. But Shiva has these qualities in a more bigger extent. That is why his Shiva Tattva and Jiva Tattva is different. There are two kinds of Vibhinnansha, Shiva Tattva and Jiva Tattva. Because Shiva has these qualities in a different proportion. Whereas Narayan has 60 qualities in 100% proportion. And Lord Krishna has 65 qualities in infinite proportion. So even the proportion of these qualities is different. From Krishna to Narayan to Shiva to the Jiva. And the foolish people say that we are God. I am God. Hey, what you are God? You can have only a bindu. You can have only a drop of not even Krishna's 64 qualities. You can have maximum a drop of Shiva's 55 qualities. Or Brahma's 48 qualities. You can have a drop of those qualities. How can you become Krishna? Krishna has 64 qualities in full. infinite proportion. He is higher than Narayan. શિવાદિ દેવતાએ જે 50 ગુણ વ્યતીત આર 5টি ગુણ આંશિક રૂપે আছে অর্থাৎ সেই সকল গুণ বিষ্ণু তত্ত্বর ব্যতীত আর কাহাতে পূর্ণ রূপে নাই. So Shiva has 55 qualities and the remaining 5 qualities in Shiva are to maybe very small extent Shiva may have some of those balance 5 qualities, but only Vishnu or Narayan has those 60 qualities in full. সেই পঞ্চাশত গুণ পূর্ণতায় বিষ্ণুতে বিরাজমান সর্বশাস্ত্রী গায়. This 55 plus 5, 60 qualities are present in Narayan to the fullest extent. बोलो नारायण भगवान की वैकुंठ धाम की. તદ્વ્યતીત આર પંચો ગુણ નારાયણે આચે તારો સત્વા કબુ નહીં અન્ય જાને. Nobody can understand this extra 5 qualities because they are part of the Vaikuntha. Only Narayan knows about it. And Narayan's devotees. षष्ठी गुण विष्णु तत्व परम ईश्वर गिरिशादि अन्य देव ताहार किंकर. That is why that Lord who possesses the minimum of 60 qualities, he is only the Ishwar, he is only the master, and all others who possess qualities less than 60, they are all servants. Why Haridas Thakur is explaining this in so much detail? Because he is coming to the conclusion of what is the difference between the puja of the demigods and the puja of Krishna. That is why he is explaining this in great detail. We should never compare the Krishna Naam to the Naam of the demigods. Because demigods have qualities just like drops. Their name does not have the full power of Krishna's name. So, तद्व्यतीत आहार पंचदश गुण नारायणे आचे तार सत्व कबू नहीं अन्य जाने. विभिन्न अंश गिरीशादि जीव श्रेष्ठतर विष्णु सर्व जीवेर ईश्वर सर्वदेवेश्वर. If one understands that Vishnu or Krishna is Sarva Deveshwara, he is the Ishvara of even the demigods, then one comes to the correct understanding of chanting Krishna's name. People may chant Krishna's name without proper understanding, but after some time one has to understand this very properly, very clearly about what is the position of Krishna and what is the position of Narayan. What is the position of Shiva and what is the position of the demigods? Then one can chant the name. That's the same thing Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita. Aham sarvasya prabhava matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam bhuda bhava samamvitaha. One who understands that ultimately I am the master of everybody. He is the most intelligent worshipper of mine. अन्य देव सह सम विष्णु के जे माने সেই বড় অজ্ঞান ईश्वर तत्व नहीं जाने. One who considers Lord Narayan equal to all the other demigods, he is in gross ignorance, and that person does not know the real Ishvara Tattva. Like Shankaracharya, he started this Pancha Upasana of the 5 forms of Krishna, Ganesh, Durga, Surya and Shiva. He said all 5 are the same. You worship them, when you become one with Krishna, then you kick them out. Means you give up their puja. It is only a ladder to become one with Krishna. So that is known as Pancha Upasana. Shankaracharya actually misguided the people, because Krishna had told Shiva to misguide actually. You misguide Mayavadam Ashashastram Kalau Brahmana Murtina. You misguide the people so that they will go on the wrong path, because they are using my bhakti in the wrong way. They are becoming my devotees and they are giving trouble to the devatas. So take them away from me. So one should এই জড় জগতে বিষ্ণু পরম ঈশ্বর গিরিশাদি যত দেব তারো বিধিকর. All the demigods starting from Shiva are the menial servants of Lord Krishna. Nowadays it has become a little difficult in India because that television serial has started in India known as Mahadev. Mahadev, they are showing Shiva as supreme.
Because they think he is Maha of all devas, Like all Shaivas they are. He is superior to all devas.
But Krishna is not a Dev.
I know. They don't.
So Krishna is the Ishwar, Supreme Parameshwar. So because they are coming with this wrong misconception they are getting, that is why Lord Shiva also becomes dissatisfied with them. In the Bhagavatam, in the Yajna of Daksha, when Shiva prays to Lord Narayan appears on the Garuda. Even Shiva is praying to Narayan everywhere. But some foolish people, they accept only the Tamoguni Puranas like the Shiv Purana. There are 6 Puranas in the Tamogun, 6 Purana in Rajogun and 6 Purana in Sattvagun. They don't accept Srimad Bhagavatam. They don't accept Skanda Purana. They don't accept the Puranas where Krishna is explained as the master of Shiva. They only accept the Tamoguni Purana and they consider Shiva is supreme.
But it must be embarrassing for Shiva also when everybody is.
Very sad for him. In fact, now a new Purana has come known as Devi Purana. This Devi Purana is not among the 18 Purans. It has been taken from some Tantra Shastra. It has not been written by Ved Vyas. And they are showing this Devi Purana in the television, this Mahadev serial. Everything is coming from the Devi Purana. And unfortunately, so many people are misguided. And they worship Shiva as the ultimate. Then they lose the chance of chanting Krishna's name with purity.
Who writes such Puranas?
It was written later by some people. Yes. Same question. Okay. So,
Oh, they are also Puranas.
no, it is known as Purana, but it has been written later, not by Ved Vyas. And very lot of battles are mentioned, and how Devi kills Mahisasur Mardini and drinks their blood, and all this pastime, these things are mentioned in the Devi Purana. And people who are in the mode of ignorance, they take happiness with this kind of stories. They like that. People nowadays like this thing.
Devi also did for the well-being of people.
Yeah.
She was also serving the Lord.
Yeah, but killing the demons is a seva not done by the devotees, so Krishna gives it to Devi. Devi is doing that service of killing demons.
Even though demigods, when you pray to them, if you're not praying for material benefit, but since they are superior to jivas, if you're praying to give, enough blessings to the devotee to get closer to Lord Krishna, along with every disciple will have a Gurudev. But I'm saying that when you even pray to the demigods, not for material benefit, but for spiritual progress, because they are more elevated than jivas, they do have that power.
But demigods themselves are Karma Mishra Bhaktas. Like when Narayan Rishi was doing tapasya, Narayan Rishi did not want anything. He was incarnation of Krishna and Arjun. He was totally detached. But Indra thought that he is threatening his post. So Indra sent Kamadev and all the Apsaras to distract Narayan Rishi. And Narayan Rishi manifested even more beautiful woman from his body. See? They all ran away.
So even at the stage of Indra, they can't recognize Narayan also. My God. So Indra is also good post, no?
The next Indra is going to become Bali Maharaj, pure devotee. But not all Indras are pure devotees.
Oh, the present one is not.
The Karma Mishra Bhakta, the present Indra would not have put rains on Braj Bhumi if he was a pure devotee. In fact, when Prithu Maharaj was doing his 100 Ashwamedha Yagyas, when 99 Ashwamedha Yagyas were complete, Indra thought Prithu will become the next Indra. If 100 Ashwamedha Yagyas you complete, then you get the post of Indra. So Prithu came and kidnapped the horse of Indra came and kidnapped the horse of Prithu Maharaj. So that that fear of losing one's position is there. When that fear is there, one is not a pure devotee. One is not fully dependent on Krishna. But when Gauranga Mahaprabhu came, then he gave prem to all the demigods. So now our Indra also has become a pure devotee.
Gurudev, like Narayana has got 60 qualities, Lord Shiva has got 56 qualities, and Lord Brahma has got 48 qualities. Likewise, to all the demigods like Lord Ganesha or Durga, do they have certain qualities? Any reference to that? How many?
They have maximum 48 qualities, like the soul, the jiva. But they have those in a little more extent than the jiva. In fact, the demigods are like posts. Like if you do some particular action, you can also become Ganesh. Punya. You can become Indra. You can become Chandra. You can become Vayu. Any soul can become the demigod by performing particular yagyas, particular vratas, particular punyas. So ultimately the demigods are like one of us. They are one of us, but they have been given a very special role in the maintenance of the universe. But then ultimately they are Krishna Kinkara. They are servants of Krishna. So that we have to always remember while chanting the name of Krishna. Keho bole mayaro trigune tridivesh sarvada saman brahma tattva savishesh. Some, those who are in the influence of Maya, they think that they say everybody is equal and they worship everybody equally. That's fine. According to the Bhagavad Gita, we should not try to shake their faith also. Slowly they are coming up. But they cannot chant the name of Krishna purely because they are committing this second offense in the name of Krishna. Shastrero Siddhante Tabu Pujya Narayana Brahma Shiva Srushtilay Karer Karana Vasudevera Chadi Jai Anya Deve Bhaje Ishvara Chadi Ashe Sansarete Maje. Giving up Krishna, if one worships another demigods, it is like giving up the Parameshwar and worshipping. One will always remain in this material world. The thing is, the demigods worship cannot take us out of this material world. They can give us vardhan, they can give us benediction, material benedictions, but they cannot take us out. Like Chandra himself, he kidnapped Tara, daughter of Brihaspati, and he begot a child from Tara. There was a huge fight between the demigods and the Rakshasas because of Chandra. So they themselves are not free from this sansar, sagar, in most cases. So how they can free us from this cycle of birth and death? So if giving up Krishna Naam, Krishna's bhajan, if one worships other demigods, then one will not be able to, one can get whatever one desires, but that also becomes harder every time. You have to give something to the demigods, then they give you something in return. You have to please the demigods. Kamaistaistarita jnana prapadyante anya devata So Krishna says in the Gita, those who are lusty, they actually approach the demigods. Because they have some desire in their heart. They have some material desire, they want to get fulfilled. If they don't, they want a very fixed job, they go to Varunadev. Varunadev will give you a very fixed job, position which will not shake. If you want to have a lot of difficulties to remove, they go to Ganapati. If they want a nice wife, they go to Uma or Parvati. If you want a nice husband, they go to Shiva. Like that. So, being afflicted by those desires, they worship the demigods because they don't desire to go out of the cycle of birth and death. And demigods can't even give. When Hiranyakashipu asked Brahma, make me immortal, Brahma said, I am sorry. I cannot make you immortal because I am myself mortal. The demigods only stay, Brahma lives for 100 years. After that, he also goes into the body of Mahavishnu. So, I cannot make you immortal. But Krishna can make us immortal. Krishna says in the Bhagavatam, Dishtayada matsnehu amritatva kalpate. Oh gopis, I am giving you this supreme good fortune of immortality by serving me always. Because I am so obliged by your bhakti. You will always serve me for the rest of past, present and future. In Goloka there is no past, no future. You will always serve me. Yes, the Amrut which you get in the Kumbh Mela, which falls, some drop of Amrut falls in the Kumbh Mela by taking bath in Prayag. That Amrut gives us lot of material punya, then we have to take birth as a demigod. If you take bath in the Kumbh Mela, you will become a demigod. And once you become a demigod, then again millions of years will pass without Krishna Bhakti. You will be enjoying with the Apsaras in the Nandan Kanan gardens. You will forget whatever Krishna Bhakti you have done. When Krishna wanted to deliver Narada, he was cursed by the demigods as Upabharana to come down in the material, in this earth, then only he could do bhakti. In the Swarga Loka you can't do bhakti. In the heavenly planets it's very difficult because there is a lot of opulence, lot of enjoyment. Yes.
But what happens if you take bath in Prayag and then you come here and take bath in Radhakund?
It depends on your consciousness. If you take bath in Prayag, then you get material punya. Then you take bath in Radha Kund. So taking bath in Radha Kund finishes your material punya and finishes your material pap. Radha Prem, Radha Sama Prem, Krishna Koredan. But you should not go back from here and go take bath there. Again it starts. Then again you have to come here. That will come as the sixth offense in the name. Nama Bale Pap Buddhi. People, they chant the name, commit sin, again they chant the name, they try to nullify this. So we are not interested in material punya. We offer our pranam to the devatas. Vaishnavas should not disrespect the demigods because the demigods are the assistants of Krishna. Gauranga Mahaprabhu being the Supreme Lord, but he was teaching how to be a devotee. He would go in the temples and he would offer pranam to the demigods. Because if we are devotees of Krishna, we will respect the servants of Krishna. The demigods are servants of Krishna. But ultimately we don't want anything from them. We offer them pranam and we want everything. Krishna will give us everything. Nitai Gaur will give us everything. वासुदेवे छाड़ी जई अन्य देवे भजे ईश्वर छाड़िया छे संसारे ते मन. Giving up Krishna, if one worships the other demigods, then he will fall in the ocean of birth and death. So you can think of the demigods as Krishna's servants, then it is fine. केहो बोले विष्णु पर तत्व बोटे जानी, सर्व विष्णुमय विश्व वेद वाक्य मानी. 80 मायावादी रो मत तिनी बोले न ब्रह्म निर्विशेष प्रकृतिर तिनी गुण तीन देवता सर्वदा सविशेष. The Mayavadis, they twist the Vedas and they say that the God is impersonal, there is no form, he is formless, but these three gunas of Sattva, Raja and Tamoguna, they have manifested as Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. This is the verdict of the Mayavadis. They think that the Supreme God is formless. But this is the wrong consciousness of chanting the name of Krishna, because everything has come from the supreme form of Shyama Sundar. He is the original cause of all causes. Sarva Karana Karanam Ishwarah Paramah Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. His form is the cause of everything. When nothing was there, only Shyam Sundar's form was there. It is the cause of everything. Sarva Karana Karanam. Ataiva Sarva Deve Vishnu Adhishtan Sarva Deva Archana Hoye Vishnu Rasaman. This is the argument of the demigod worshippers. They say that Vishnu is there in all the demigods. So you worship any demigod, it is the same as worshipping Vishnu. जो देवताओं के पूजक हैं वो ये कहते हैं कि कृष्ण का वास देवताओं में भी है, इसलिए कोई भी देवता की पूजा करो, कोई भी देवता का नाम लो, वो कृष्ण के नाम लेने के बराबर है. लेकिन ये सत्य नहीं है. एहिते निषेध पर वाक्य विधि है नय अन्य देवेर पूजारो निषेध है. सर्व विष्णुमय विश्व एक था बोलिबे विष्णु पूजा कैले से सब पूजा दिले. So the argument here is very simple. If Vishnu is everywhere, if Krishna is everywhere, then worshipping Krishna will also please the demigods. You don't have to worship the demigods separately. In the Vishwaroop, Krishna showed all the 33 crore demigods are present on his body. Arjuna saw. कृष्ण के शरीर में सब देवी देवता विराजमान है. जो कृष्ण ही सब कुछ है, तो कृष्ण की पूजा करने से, कृष्ण का नाम लेने से सब देवी देवता खुश हो जाते, प्रसन्न हो जाते. ऑल द डेमीगॉड्स आर सेटिस्फाइड, ऑल द डेमीगॉड्स आर हैप्पी बाय वर्शिपिंग कृष्णा. तरु मूले जल दिले शाखार उल्लास पल्लव टालिले जल वृक्षेर विनाश. If you give water to the root of the tree, then the tree will blossom, will flower, and tree will grow. But if you put the water in the leaves and fruit separately, the tree will die. अगर वृक्ष के जल में पानी, मूल में पानी डालेंगे वृक्ष बढ़ेगा, लेकिन वृक्ष के पत्ताओं और फल में पानी डालेंगे तो वृक्ष मर जाएगा. That is why how many demigods we can satisfy. If you worship Indra, then Chandra will become angry. If you worship Chandra, then Surya will become angry. There are so many demigods. How many yagyas you can do? How many pujas you can do? How many offerings you can do? 33 करोड़ देवी देवता हैं. हम कितने देवी देवताओं को प्रसन्न कर सकते हैं? सबको नहीं कर सकते. इसलिए बहुत आसान है, कृष्ण को प्रसन्न करो. Simply satisfy Krishna and all the demigods are satisfied. Have this faith. By chanting Krishna Naam, all the devatas are happy. All the devatas are offering pranam to you. सब देवता उसको, उस जीव को प्रणाम कर रहे हैं जो कृष्ण का नाम लेता है. By taking Krishna Naam, we become even worshipable by the demigods. In fact, the demigods want to take birth in India, Bharat Bhumi in Kali Yuga, so that they can come to Radha Kund. They can take bath in Radha Kund. They can come in Jagannath Puri. They can come to Mayapur, Navdeep, Dham. Demigods are hankering for a birth on this material, on this earth, because in this earth life is very short, but still that life has lot of meaning, because the holy places are here, the Krishna Naam is here, the chance, there is suffering, so that we can turn to Krishna. जो देवता लोग ये प्रतीक्षा कर रहे हैं पृथ्वी पे जन्म कभी मिलेगा, क्योंकि वृंदावन धाम तो पृथ्वी के ऊपर है, स्वर्ग लोक में नहीं है. वहां जमुना नहीं है, गोवर्धन नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है. राधा कुंड कहां से होगा?
राधा कुंड धाम की.
और यहां के लोग हैं वहां जाना चाहते. सो ब्यूटीफुल अप्सरास, so beautiful. Let me go up, I'll enjoy. No birth, no death, no old age in Swargaloka. I will drink the Som Ras. By drinking the Som Ras, my senses will become so strong for sense enjoyment. After drinking Som Ras, one laddu will be 10,000 times more sweeter than it tastes on the earth. If you eat the same laddu in the Swarga after drinking Som Ras. पृथ्वी सोम रस पिएंगे स्वर्ग लोक में तो एक लड्डू इतना मीठा लगेगा, पृथ्वी से 10,000 टाइम अच्छा लगेगा. लड्डू खाया, इतना संत, इतना आनंद होगा. There is so much happiness in the heavenly planets, material happiness, when we go higher, because their body becomes subtle. Our body has more earth, their body has more ether. So everything is so subtle, even the platform of happiness is higher. Material happiness. It is not spiritual happiness, but it is material happiness. भौतिक सुख है स्वर्ग लोक में, लेकिन वो ऊंचा, मतलब पृथ्वी से ज्यादा सुख है. लेकिन भक्त लोग स्वर्ग में नहीं जाना चाहते, क्योंकि वहां भी जब वो आनंद खत्म होगा तब नीचे आना पड़ता है. When that happiness is finished, then we have to come down, and that is the most miserable situation. When the demigods have to leave, it is too much miserable, because the more you enjoy, the more you will suffer when that enjoyment is taken away from you. It is a scientific thing. When Indra was cursed by Brihaspati, then Indra was trembling. Oh, I am going to lose my Amravati. I am going to lose my Apsaras. I am going to lose everything. He could not tolerate. वो स्वर्ग में इंद्र भी विचलित हो जाता है, अपने पद को छोड़ना नहीं चाहता. वहां का सुख छोड़ने का जो दुख है वो महादुख होता है. इसलिए भक्त लोग वहां कभी नहीं जाना चाहते स्वर्ग में, क्योंकि वो भी क्षण भंगुर है. Even though it is for millions of years in the heavenly planets, but still it is going to end.
So when there is so much of enjoyment, where is the question of hankering to take birth on earth?
Simply to go to spiritual world, no? To go to
But when they're already, if they are immersed in enjoyment,
But some demigods have Krishna consciousness also. To nurture that, to nourish that Krishna consciousness is very difficult in Swarga. So that is why they try to come here. They are coming. They are not allowed in Kali Yuga to come in disguise also. In the previous ages they used to come.
But even if they come in disguise also, there's no suffering. Only if they take birth on earth, I mean.
So they can come and take bath in Radha Kund. They can come in human form. They can take birth in Radha Kund and go back. But the problem is they cannot do bhajan here. They cannot do Radha Kund Vas like we can do. मतलब देवता लोग मनुष्य शरीर में आके राधा कुंड में स्नान करके वापस जा सकते हैं, लेकिन राधा कुंड में वास नहीं कर सकते, राधा कुंड में भजन नहीं कर सकते, राधा कुंड में बार बार स्नान नहीं कर सकते. इसलिए देवता लोग धिक्कार करते हैं अपने आप को. देवताज आर क्रिटिसाइजिंग देयर व्हाई वी आर इन स्वर्ग. And 99% of the Indian people want to go to America. They want to go to other countries. Radha Kund is here, Vrindavan is here, Govardhan is here, Navdeep is here, Puri. They want to leave. They don't know that they have been born in India after hundreds and thousands of lives of Sukruti. They have been born in India. Now they want to go outside. Oh, very nice. भारत को छोड़ के दूसरे देशों में जाना चाहते. ये धाम के इतने बाजू में जन्म मिला, भगवान का धाम मिला. पूरे पृथ्वी में धाम केवल भारत में ही है, और कहीं जगह पे धाम नहीं है. तो भी यहां छोड़ के वो दूसरे देशों में भागते हैं पैसे कमाने के. अंत में वो पैसा उनको मृत्यु के टाइम काम में नहीं आएगा. पैसे का गोडाउन भरा है, लेकिन यमदूत आएंगे. क्या होगा? If they fill the godown with money, still the Yamdutas will come. Come, you will be fried in hot oil. Oh no, I have 1 crore rupees. You bribe the Yamdutas.
They give double dose punishment.
Take this money, Yamdutas. Save me. Don't take me to Kumbhi Park. Yamdutas say, you fool. This paper is not a currency in the hell. ये पेपर का कोई वैल्यू नहीं है नरक में. तुम्हारा करोड़ रुपया लेके मैं क्या करूंगा? चलो गरम तेल में. So what is the use? I have seen those who leave India and go to other countries, they lose their Krishna consciousness. That is why devotees from other countries are coming to India to do bhajan in the dham. My Param Gurudev Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, he did not want to leave the dham. So he sent his disciples. He empowered. You go to different countries. Even to preach Krishna consciousness, he didn't want to go.
He never went abroad.
No.
Never.
Never. He did not want to go. So,
One of the boys in the squad went to abroad and he became a devotee. You find many people who go to abroad and become devotees.
but when they become a devotee, they have to come to the dham. Otherwise, what is the use?
Instant they can become here itself. No, why go there?
Of course, by preaching, you can get Krishna consciousness anywhere. But ultimately, the root is the holy dham, where Krishna has performed his leela. गौरंगा has performed his लीला. जो लीला हो गई है वही धाम में ही भक्ति मिलती है. कोई भी भक्ति की शुरुआत किधर भी कर सकता है, लेकिन अंत में तो धाम में ही आना पड़ेगा भक्ति को पूरा करने के लिए.
I have one question here, Gurudev. When Gurudev sends his disciples on a mission
हाँ.
to the far off countries,
Yes.
spread the holy name,
Yes.
he is putting the disciples at risk of they not returning back to the dham, isn't it? In a way, they are spreading the holy name, correct?
No, he told his disciples, you come back within 3 months.
More than that is risky.
Maximum 6 months. Even Swami Prabhupada, whenever in America, he immediately came back to Vrindavan. So you can go to preach anywhere, but don't stay for a long time. Don't go for sightseeing. How beautiful is the Statue of Liberty? How beautiful is the, what they call, Eiffel Tower in Paris? Because the real beauty is in the kunjas of Radha Kund. राधा कुंड के कुंज में असली सौंदर्य है. अमेरिका में स्टैच्यू ऑफ लिबर्टी देखने को मत जाओ.
But Statue of Liberty, everybody can see. Kunjas, you have to do so much sadhana.
भजन करो, डेवलप योर स्पिरिचुअल आईज टू सी द ट्रांसेंडेंटल नेचर ऑफ द धाम. भले धाम में कचरा है और दूसरे देशों में कचरा नहीं है. अभी यूरोप और जर्मनी के जो रास्ते हैं वो हमारे घर से ज्यादा साफ होते हैं. इन अदर कंट्रीज देयर इज सो मच एक्सटर्नल ऑपुलेंस, एवरीथिंग इज क्लीन एंड एवरीथिंग इज नाइस. In Radha Kund, everywhere cow dung is there. Buffalo dung. Whatever dung. Vraj Raj. See the real beauty in Vraj Raj. The real beauty in Vraj Bhumi. Krishna Leela. तो असली सौंदर्य तो भगवान के धाम में है. जो हमने दिव्य चक्षु के द्वारा जो सौंदर्य प्रकट होगा वही असली सौंदर्य है. बाकी ये संसार के सौंदर्य सब खत्म होने वाले हैं. सब ब्रह्मा के महाविष्णु के शरीर में चला जाएगा, सब अंत हो जाएगा. ऑल दिस ब्यूटी इन द मटेरियल क्रिएशन विल एंड आफ्टर 100 years of Brahma. This is temporary beauty. Try to see the permanent beauty of the Nitya Leela. उस परम सौंदर्य को देखने की कोशिश करो. और from tomorrow we will read further about this Grihastha Vaishnav, how he should worship in his home, and what is the dharma of the Grihastha Vaishnav, Varnashram dharma, and Nam Nami, how the name and the named are abhinna, and Vishnu and Brahma and Mayavadis, all this kind of tattva, Shiva and Vishnu's connection, Brahma and Vishnu's connection, all this we will see tomorrow evening at 4:45. Tomorrow morning is again Chaitanya Charitamrita Katha. It will start from 7:45 up to 9:30, sometimes 10 o'clock. So morning will be Gaur Leela, evening will be Harinam Tattva. Thank you. Any other questions? और कोई प्रश्न है? So please chant the name of the Krishna with right understanding about the demigods, about Krishna, about Vaishnava Prad, about Shastra, scriptures, Guru, Sadhu. The right knowledge is known as Sambandha Gyan. The Sambandha Gyan is very important. If we have the Sambandha Gyan, then we can penetrate very deep into Krishna Naam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Nityananda, 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 Gauranga, 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 Gauranga. Shri Harinam Chintamani ki jai, Shri Haridas Thakur ki jai, Shri Namacharya ki jai, श्री गौरांग महाप्रभु की जय, श्री भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, गुरु परंपरा की जय, गौर प्रेमानंदे. बोलो दामोदर आरती की जय, दामोदर अष्टकम की जय, श्री राधा दामोदर की जय, जीव गोस्वामी की जय, दामोदर व्रत की जय, कार्तिक व्रत की जय, ऊर्जा व्रत की जय, उदेश्वरी श्री राधा रानी की जय। जय जय श्री राधे।